All right, hello. The episode has begun.
Yeah.
I haven't recorded, but I'll start.
Well, that's all good.
My throat tastes like mothballs.
Were you sucking off an old man's cack?
Well, they don't put mothballs on their dick.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Their pants, though, and their pants.
Yeah.
Where does their dick go inside of?
Maybe I found some old clothes to eat.
Okay, I'm recording.
Why do they love mothballs so much, and why do they smell like that?
Old people? Why do they love mothballs?
Yeah,
They all smell like that. And ointment.
Greek old people in Greece they smell like that. Here they smell like
My
that.
grandparents before they died all smelled like that.
I don't know.
They don't
I don't
just-
really go
they don't
around
take care of their shit.
smelling old people.
Well, that's how they got coronavirus in Washington State.
Getting
A Chinese man was going around that nursing home sniffing them.
I heard an Italian gave it to everyone in New York.
I know. I heard that we shouldn't be racist to the Chinese because
It's time for
it was
racism
actually
to
the Italians. Yeah,
Yeah, an Italian
Fucking
guy.
time.
He sneezed into
damn Italians.
he sneezed into his accordion, and then he was going up and down to have him. He was playing it, and it was fucking just pumping.
Just
that shit.
dispersing it.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually the disease came from a guy sharing a piece of spaghetti with a dog. Is the latest research.
Yes.
That's the human to animal transmission was a guy sharing a spaghetti kiss, a smooch with a
Hell
pup.
yeah. Mm-hmm. So okay, this came from bats or a pangolin or whatever.
Nah, probably just escaped from a lab in Wuhan.
That's true.
Because it's like there was a lab in Wuhan, and they were doing experiments with
Yeah,
bat
it's like
viruses.
a college town.
They're doing
It's like a research
experiments
university town.
with bat viruses, and that lab had some like safety rating that was just dog shit.
Hell yes.
So it's like, well, it's either that or we'll blame the grocery store.
Or
Yeah.
the bat suit.
We'll say it
Yeah.
was the farmer's market.
The wet
Yeah.
market.
Mhm.
It's called a wet market, which is the most disgusting thing I've heard.
Because you just get fucking
nasty.
animal guts everywhere.
Yeah.
You pick out like a fucking armadillo that you want to make lo mein out of that evening.
Pop down to the
And then you're like,
wet market.
I want that one, and then they just crush that motherfucker right
Nasty.
there, which is fresh. I mean, honestly, we talk about wanting fresh ingredients. That's as fresh as it gets.
Yeah, this
You
is
get
what
to pick whatever the fuck you want.
Papa John's, baby.
That's right.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
He was right, dude.
Yeah.
This is the reckoning.
We got even fresher ingredients coming. Stay tuned.
It all started from a pizza in Wuhan,
hmm
made by none other than John Schnatter.
I talked to a guy on Instagram who was like saying that he worked at Papa John's, and like they're making him work throughout the thing, throughout the
Hell yeah.
quarantine or whatever. But they're doing like contactless delivery.
Yeah,
So-
I saw the ads for that.
So he's like, yeah, so just no one's tipping now. And it's like,
What?
if I would write down every single address,
Yes.
if you're not tipping somebody, if you're a pizza driver and you're not, if you're not getting tipped, well, that's a dangerous. I'm not going to do it.
This is a smart way to go.
Yeah,
to
the
backdoor
audience
do
is-
racism. To backdoor do a race war.
No, well, you know, when I worked at Papa John's, like they were just like, oh yeah, we don't deliver to these neighborhoods after night. And I mean, like at a certain, it's like honestly, that's the
Yeah.
store manager looking out for the employees because the company doesn't fucking give a shit about you, and like, I mean, it's an unfortunate situation to be
Dude,
in.
Domino's guys used to get fucking robbed.
Yeah, they
in
just get
Greektown all
they
the
get
time.
robbed, and there's no you can't like go to the company, you can't sue the company. There's nothing. The company doesn't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
They won't do anything about it.
The cops don't.
Yeah.
But that's fucking crazy to me because I've just been tipping like hard dicked electronically.
Yeah.
I come through with that extra, that extra percentage.
Yeah. Now the way
Domino's is never like as cheap as they say it is. Also,
do
it's
you
always like
mean?
$40.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's exactly where you had to go.
No, you
immediately.
click a coupon that
We're
you're gonna
talking
get like
about
it's like
these poor
$4.
workers.
No,
that are
I
working
tip the
through a
work. I'm not
crisis
saying
that
it's.
aren't getting tipped.
I'm
You
complaining
have to
about
complain
I'm complaining
the
about
price.
when was the
Christian-
last time you ever even ordered Domino's?
I had Domino's like a couple weeks before I left New York because it
You're-
was the only pizza place that was open at like 3.
Okay. All right. I'll take your word for it.
How was it?
It was nasty, and they put chicken on it. I didn't ask for chicken on my pizza, and they like just threw chicken on my pizza.
Yeah. Why are you ordering pizza at 3 a.m., bro? That's bad for your system.
Yeah.
Come on, brother. Sometimes you just you've been toking it hard all night.
Okay, all right.
You got the fucking munchies,
You
brother.
got me back. You
I'm
got me
thinking
back.
now that I'm alone all the time. I've been thinking about getting back into weed,
You should.
Dude,
especially
you
to
should.
play, especially to play Doom.
Absolutely.
Damn,
Andre's
I-
Steakhouse was a direct result of your 2-week foray into weed.
I love Doom.
Yeah, dude.
It's great.
Oh hell yeah! You should just blaze and game.
Blaze, play Doom.
Just I love the idea of like making plans to do nothing. I'm gonna get my to-do list out and write down the things that someone who's never had a to-do list would do anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to stick to a schedule while you do it, dude. You got to blaze at 8:15 p.m.
You remember
it's
when
your
you
blaze
get
time.
like back to school shit, as a kid, and then you go to like Staples or wherever fucking you go for back to school stuff, and you would like look at the daily planners and imagine that you'd be somebody that'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna write down stuff that I'm gonna
Yes.
do.
You do it for 2.5 days.
Well, I don't think I've ever had a daily planner in my life. I just would like fantasize about like maybe
they gave
I'd
them
be-
to us.
The school district made them for us.
They gave you daily planners.
Yeah, where you write your homework down and stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to think
I
if
got
I.
'em.
Well, I see. I wouldn't do anything like that anyways.
Right.
So if I was
Yeah, I
ever
did-
assigned something like that, it would never happen. My shit was
first
always
day,
my binder was always destroyed within the third week of
Same.
school.
Same. The only people that kept them
rings
like
are all fucked
pristine were Asian girls. Asian girls, like on the last week of school, they'd look like they just
Right.
came out of the box.
They think about nothing but handwriting.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only thing.
Incredible handwriting.
Up here, they're just like imagining eyes being dotted.
yeah. Now you're erasing annoying white girls too, Adam. Come on.
Yeah, I guess. But the Korean girls would
It
just
was
always
girls-
have like the flyest. They would have the flyest fucking like stationery and like.
I guess I didn't go to school,
School
with that many
shit.
Asians.
Dude, all the Asian kids in my high school were really into Acuras. Like the guys were really into souping up Acuras and breakdancing.
Hell yeah.
That was their thing.
Just what, like Integras?
Integras, yeah. And they had like devil locks too. A lot of them had devil.
Oh, I remember that shit. I remember there was a
Yeah,
guy
it's
at the
hilarious.
call center I worked at that had devil locks.
Such a funny look.
Yeah.
Such a funny look.
Yeah, so I wish someone actually like DM'd me once and they were like, "Hey, did you work at Telenetwork in Austin?" And I was like, "Yes." That was it.
A former colleague.
Probably. I don't know.
No, they probably got that stellar service from Nick.
They probably have like, well, no, it's somebody who works there. I mean, they probably have like, I don't know, like at least 800 employees that go through that place a year. It's a massive,
yeah, dude.
yeah, it's like a massive call center. I was working
it's
there. I was working there when swine flu happened.
Why didn't this just happen like swine flu?
What do you mean?
Didn't this shit always? It's always like swine flu
And bird flu too.
and bird flu.
Yeah.
What animals they're trying to kill?
Well, the thing is, swine flu and bird flu are more deadly than this, but they don't spread as easy. So this is, it's also this is fake. That's the other,
Right.
that's the other thing too.
Right.
You have to factor that into it, is that it's fake.
You have to factor in that there's not an actual single case.
It's made up by the Democrats.
There's a bunch. Yep. There's a bunch of nurses
Yeah.
that used to be. They used to be crisis actors. You can see them in the background of
Yeah.
Sandy
Sandy
Hook.
Hook. Yeah,
They're the
I saw
crying
that.
moms.
Well,
They're
Kathy,
No,
acting out.
they
Kathy
played actual
Griffin,
toddlers.
Kathy Griffin literally went to the hospital and pretended to have coronavirus.
That was so funny. I saw that.
She did crisis.
I
act.
saw that. That was so funny.
Nothing else you can call that other than.
She's
crisis
like, they're
act.
not giving me a test.
I can't get a test because of the president. And she like had
So
been,
funny.
She's just been sitting at home shitting herself, and then went to
What
the
a
hospital.
dumb bitch.
She's like, there's my pants are filled with shit, and they're like, yeah, this seems like more of a personal problem.
There's actually shit coming out of my pussy. I have coronavirus.
Yeah, my pussy keeps farting. There's
keep
shit in my
farting, filled with
pussy.
shit.
And I'm pretty sure Donald Trump gave me coronavirus. So I'll go ahead and hit tweet send, and then you just go ahead and do your little doctor paperwork and bring it back
Who
to
the
me.
hell is a Kathy Griffin fan? It's just gay guys that have had AIDS for 40 years.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's guys.
That's
that are,
it.
Mm-hmm.
Guys that have just been on what is it called, ZBT or
Right, guys that.
Why
that
don't you check? Why don't you check your pharmacy? Call your pharmacy and see what it's called. Adam,
what pharmacy?
the pharmacy. Just check what that medicine you're prescribed is called.
yeah.
No. I go to an Orthodox Jewish pharmacy. We have they have a great stockpile of N95s.
The AIDS medication is what I was
And
talking about.
no, that's.
I was talking about.
Wait, who
you
said
get
that it was
prescribed
punishment from the homosexuals?
Some
Coronavirus?
the Israeli health
The
minister.
Israeli, yeah,
got
the
it.
health minister of Israel.
And then he
That
got
robs
coronavirus.
That's the only time it is real.
Yeah.
It only exists in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the only confirmed cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Kathy Griffin fans are a hilarious bunch, though.
Yeah. Did you see that article about that woman in Texas that said it was a hoax and then she got coronavirus and died? She's like, all we
No.
need is prayer or whatever. Yeah, it was on.
Oh
I
yeah,
forget
that
where-
lady in the car that was at that church.
Well, there's all these people on Twitter. They're like, she got what she deserved. That's what you get, you know? And it's like,
Shut
No,
up.
she's
Chill
a
the
dumb
fuck
bitch. She
out.
shouldn't die.
yeah, right.
Up.
Oh, fuck.
Although it
dude.
was
Yeah.
a little funny with Boris Johnson, but he didn't die, so we're allowed to.
Boris
laugh.
Johnson, that would be funny.
It'd be funny if they just
Yeah.
replaced it. It's just Mr. Bean with blonde hair. And he's like, oh,
They bleached his hair.
yeah, oh, he's back. Boris is back.
Our prime minister has returned.
Oh, he's just nonverbal. It's just Mr. Bean with blonde hair, and people are like, "I don't think that's is that Bojo? Is it something's different about him? I can't put my finger on it, but something's a
He's
little
just slipping on banana peels and
yeah."
shit.
Oh,
He's just like knocking over the podium. Wasn't there a Mr. Bean episode where he meets the Queen?
Yeah, and he rapes her by accident.
You know, there's
falls
way
down.
fewer episodes of Mr. Bean than you think. There's only
damn.
like 8 episodes.
You know what? I forgot what we were talking about for a second, and then I had the thought maybe I should watch all of Mr. Bean and Wallace and Gromit
yeah,
and
dude,
have a Brit Pack evening.
you should. You should for jolly old.
You should
Yeah,
watch-
I'm taking in some high British culture.
You should watch. You should watch Hyacinth. Dude.
I'm drinking 5 bottles of champagne and catching up on culture. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, all you have to do is you would have to eat an omelet with beans in it,
Yes,
and then watch Mr.
I'm eating
Bean.
eggs Benedict with a tiny spoon and drinking 9 bottles of champagne.
And
I'm
hot
also
tomatoes.
I'm also getting molested at boarding school.
I'm being
A
molested.
full British evening.
I'm being molested this year. I'm actually being molested by a war.
By a barrister.
Yes, by
by a guy in a wig.
Damn, it's so funny how often they get molested.
yeah, they love it.
Well, but their rulers get molested. It's like a classy thing to be molested there.
It's like being in a fraternity. It's like it's getting hazed.
I guess so, yeah. But it's
All the
instead
lords.
child molestation. Yeah, I mean, Eton is just a place where you send the most powerful British people's kids to get diddled.
To get their fucking little buttholes slobbed on. You think molesters are eating their children's asses?
No, they're not doing it kindly. I actually read a book about an upper class British family where the kid
Really?
gets molested recently. Yeah,
What was it?
it's the Patrick Melrose series. It's this,
Is it fiction?
I think it's based on this guy's life. It's 5 books.
If it's fiction,
They're really
that guy's
good,
just writing a
actually.
story about fucking a kid.
No, it's not about he fucks the kid. It's about his dad. I think goes hot dog in a bun on his ass when he's like 8.
Damn, what the fuck?
Damn, I
Yeah,
want,
you know,
I want
like a-
hot dogs now.
A butt
His
job.
dad put
A
oh my
butt
God.
job.
I would love a nice beef frank with some sauerkraut.
You know what's
Brown-
nice is cut up a hot
Spicy
dog and put
brown
it in
mustard.
an omelet.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
It's
No,
nice.
it's not. No, it's not.
That was
It's
my
fun.
favorite. When I was
No,
a little
that
kid, my
sucks.
mom would make me for dinner. She would cut up hot dogs and put them in baked beans. I think we talked about this, and then somebody explained that the hot dogs come in the baked beans, and I was just eating a can of beans.
Yeah, you were.
And
I think so.
my mom wasn't really making dinner.
She was slaving over hot stove.
She wasn't even taking the
mom-
effort to
yeah.
dress up a can of beans.
my mom's classic.
She was feeding you like you were a cat.
Yeah, he had a bowl on the floor.
My mom's classic hot dog bean cuisine.
My mom's classic cube of spam recipe. I don't know how she got it to be that perfect cube shape.
Yeah.
I actually did eat a lot of spam as a child, though. But my mom would always, she would try and dress it up.
What do you fry it up?
fried up.
Damn.
Little...
You know, I've been craving too, because it's like I'm inside anyway, so I figured I might as well just go on a diet, you know. And but then it's like even if it's not even like, you know, it's not hardcore. It's just I'm doing everything based on like macros, and then I think I'm only thinking about hitting the macros, so I'm just ended up eating like the same shit every meal, which is like chicken, rice, broccoli, or whatever. So I'm now at the point where I just can't stop thinking about food I want to eat. And I keep thinking about the fried liver at the Ocean View Cafe in Coney or Brighton.
I don't think I've ever had it.
It's very good. You should go. You should hit that place up.
I'll go right now.
Yeah.
I'll get in the car.
We should all go to Brighton and get Russian food.
Do a drive-by.
I bet you it's just popping over there, dude. I bet you the Russians don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
And none of them have corona. Doesn't Russia have remarkably low rates? Maybe I'm wrong. I saw like maybe a couple of weeks ago.
No, I thought Africa has low ass rates.
No,
Africa's
Africa's going to get slammed.
No, I don't want to hear any more about Gunna with this fucking thing anymore.
All right.
Yeah. It's like, we'll wait.
I
and see what
read
happens.
something that said Africa's about to get slammed. But who knows?
I'm sure you did. I've read everything that every place that's not doing everything.
There is
except
no-
fucking everyone is out of work except people who work in finance.
Dude,
That's
that is
podcaster.
like the fucking saddest shit. Is that there were so many companies that are just going to fire everyone, but still be kept afloat for the next 5 years because of the Fed.
We need a bailout on Malala Chinese food in Astoria. which
Who, Obama's daughter?
It had really good food, and now it appears to have closed. And there was never a good Chinese spot, and finally we had one, and it had momentum over its first 3 months, and now it's being cruelly shut down, and it needs to be bailed out so I can continue to have dumplings.
Well, now that I know that Hart Island, because they posted that story in the New York Post about they're burying all the corona bodies secretly with prisoners on Hart Island.
What's Hart Island?
I said, what? So there's all these islands like
Hart Island is like, it's next to City Island. What?
Not listening. That's incredible. You were not engaged in the conversation at all. Nick was answering my question.
We're talking about.
And you're like, what?
I heard what he was saying. All right, I'll make better eye contact.
Texting someone.
I was looking at my
There's
penis.
1 hour. 1 hour.
I was looking at my
There's
penis,
2
which
hours
is
a
out
week.
of my pants right now. 2 hours a week. Thank you very much, Stavros. And we've been going long, so maybe 2 hours, 30 minutes a week.
So wait, okay, so Hart Island is what? It's by City Field? Is that what you said?
No, it's by City Island. It's like off
in the Bronx.
Off the Bronx. Yeah.
Okay. And they're using what is it?
Well, it's been like a common grave forever. It's like where they just bury all the homeless people that die.
Damn.
And people that die in the penal system too.
Yeah, so there's already like fucking 2 million bodies on that island. But somebody made a drone video of like prisoners burying people on the island, and like because people aren't aware that island is there, they report it, and they're like, "We're burying people on an island. It's like a zombie apocalypse." And it's like, no, it's a city with 8 million people and a bunch of homeless that nobody cares about.
Right.
And they got to go somewhere.
We need an island.
Yeah, and it's been like that. But now that we know about it, they should be opening it up for concerts.
Visits,
Yeah.
I want to
Goth
go see
style
Slayer.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. I want to see
try-
Alice Cooper.
I'm going to go see Queensryche at Hart Island. The dream is over.
That's right.
Or has it?
Oh, has it
Just begun.
Dude, that would be cool. Slayer could kill an actual homeless guy live. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If you're about to die from corona and you're a big Slayer fan, wouldn't it be an honor to be decapitated in the middle of a Slayer concert? If you're going to die anyway?
Yeah, just go on stage. They have a guillotine set up.
Uh-huh.
Everyone cheers. Yeah, that'd be sick.
That would be fucking tight, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a celebrity you would want to be murdered by, Adam, if everything... Bob Dylan? You want Bob Dylan to kill you?
Yeah, I'd want Bob Dylan to kill me. No, I'd want that guy from the chain
this?
email,
Who's
the
Bob
black guy
Dylan?
with the massive penis.
Bob Dylan?
Mm-hmm.
Bob Evans.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Not even close.
Shut up.
All right.
Done
You're right.
more-
You're
who's
totally
done
right,
better
dude.
for
You're totally
American
right. A
society?
fucking Nobel laureate.
Who has done more
not
for-
as good as Bob Evans.
Bob Dylan.
Okay, what kind of sausage has he made?
Bob Evans?
What?
Bob's
Hold
Big
on.
Boy.
Okay, fine. All right. I got. He's not as big as Bob's Big
Bob
Boy.
Dylan, Bob's Furniture Store.
No,
Bob
come
Evans, Bob's Big Boy.
Yeah, Bob's Furniture Store, especially if you control for if it was a nationwide thing, because I believe is it nationwide? I believe it's regional, right?
Yeah. How about Rob Thomas, but he goes by Bob Thomas?
Bob Thomas, yeah. That song is so much. The Maria Maria song is so much better than anything Bob Dylan's ever made.
That's fucking bullshit. And also, it wasn't.
Maria.
That wasn't him. That was someone singing the hook for him.
Oh yeah.
She reminds me of West Side Story. Growing up in Spanish Harlem.
And also, that's not Rob Thomas. That's Santana featuring some black guy.
No, it's Rob Thomas.
right.
It's Bob
No,
Thomas.
that's Smooth. Smooth. Rob Thomas did Smooth.
Smooth is a song about Adam's brain by Bob Thomas.
It's a song about my chest. Thank you very much.
Okay, well,
Nick.
Smooth and Maria Maria.
It's about a
better than
man with
anything
low
Bob Dylan
testosterone
has
that
ever
can't
made.
grow a lot of body hair.
For real though, Carlos Santana is better than Bob Dylan for sure.
There's a really good video of the two of them from their joint tour in 1991 where Bob Dylan is probably on heroin and Carlos Santana is just saying the dumbest shit I've ever heard. He's like, it's like God comes through my fingers, man.
He's teaching
and he
him
plays
stuff
on my
about music.
guitar for me.
He's
It's
teaching
really good.
him, and Bob Dylan is trying hard to take in the knowledge, but he can't because he's not even close to on the same level.
How about
No,
Bob?
I think Bob Dylan is just a functional heroin addict.
Bob-
I think
No,
that's
sir.
probably what. Yeah.
No, sir.
Bob Nylon, and it's Bob Dylan, but he's got like stockings and high heels on when he comes out. He's got like
the transvestite.
and
What about
Adam's like, I want to
Yeah.
dress like that. I listen to his music and it appeals to me because that's how I want to dress.
I'm not dressed like anything. Right now.
want to put stockings
Yeah, Adam keeps looking down to look at his pants, or his legs in nylon stockings and high
smooth
heels.
they are.
Yeah.
I am wearing fishnets right now. I'm going Rocky Horror style.
He's-
Kind of a high heel fishnet.
Hard
bottom
Island
and a
is.
man.
It's.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry, was
I'm
that-
sorry.
it was
That
my
was
turn to ask
annoying.
question?
I admit that was annoying
I'm sorry.
when I did it.
Yeah, no, I was distracted by.
How many
men's pants I was
apologies have
wearing.
I ever gotten from you? I've given you thousands.
Just all the pants.
I
that
was
the-
looking down
the
at my
fabric
pants.
that my pants are made.
I
of.
got a text
which is the
message.
male's
You
pants,
caught me,
by the way.
You caught me. Hard Island, yes, it's cool. Hard Island
Just
is
looking
cool.
at
It is
the-
goth and
The
it's
denim.
cool. And I cut you
men's
off.
Pants that I'm wearing.
I'm
I
wearing
cut you off.
men's dungarees.
I'm wearing corduroys right now.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
I am.
Yeah, right. No, I'm sure you are, dude. My penis, my penis.
Reminds me of eating asshole.
Getting fucked inside my asshole.
And also, I was looking at a rude tweet that was in response to me posting that we were going live, where someone was like, thanks very much. I'll watch it tomorrow. Which is, pissed me off, and then I stopped listening to you guys.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's your
I
problem right there.
apologize.
That's not being a professional.
Yeah.
It's not being a professional. I shouldn't care what
You're
they
letting it
say,
affect
and I
your
don't
work.
care what they say. But for
You're
a
letting it
brief
affect your
second,
work.
that guy got in my head.
Wow.
But now he's gone. And now you know what's in my head? My love for the two of you. My boys.
No.
we should just start after this ends. We should do Legion of Skank style, where we have a couple of like mouth breathing invalids hanging out.
Just in the
bleachers. Yeah.
We should just bring. just bring
Lewis. Yeah, just those guys. The guy with cauliflower ears and a Nightmare Before Christmas skull cap. I can't wait to watch Content live.
I want to be in their living room.
The live show. Yeah, just every episode.
Just
I
falling
want to
over.
look at the back of their heads.
Yeah, I want to see Big J's gloves in person. Well, how, I don't get it. He puts his hand in the glove, but then his fingers are also out of it.
How does
And I
he
don't.
do it?
Yeah,
How does he do it?
That guy goes home and he's like putting a glove on
magic.
and trying to understand how you can make that happen. Well, how do you get the? And he's trying to put his fingers back out of the hole. He is a genius. He must be a genius.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, get a couple of those guys.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah, just the lads just hanging out, getting their wallet chains entangled.
Yeah. That's what happened at the Great White Fire. Is that all the wallet chains got
Oh, the wallet chains. They
stuck
couldn't find the
together.
emergency exit. They're all
they got locked together and then got burned to death.
What's the Great White Fire?
There was a
there was
concert. Sorry,
No, go ahead.
you didn't start
were-
answering.
you know, it was
we
a-
kind of answered at the same time.
It was
there was
maybe-
a pyrotechnics malfunction at a concert, and then a bunch of people died.
And where
But
was
it was funny because the
and
band
where
was this
the
band
concert?
Great White
And where was the
in
concert?
Connecticut, I think.
Hard Island.
Where? Hard Island. Hard Island. How about Hard Island, guys?
Yeah.
How many islands are there? Are there secret islands?
Yeah.
Well, there's
Governors,
Rikers
City, Hart,
City, Roosevelt Island,
Roosevelt,
Randall's Island.
Randall's Island.
And then there's Hell's Gate, right? Hell's Gate or
Yeah.
something.
I should know.
That's cool.
Oh, Randall's Island. There's that other one. There's a lot of them. I should
There's
know
a
this.
lot.
'cause
Yeah,
I-
there's.
from reading Power Broker, they go over all that shit when they, have to build the Triborough.
We should, when this is over, go to City Island though and get some seafood.
Calamari.
Yeah.
We should just go to the. We can go to the
Drink a
Eastern
Henny
Shore
Colada.
or wherever. Did you see the
Yeah, it's true.
Maryland
It's not
State
really
Police,
that good in City Island. Yeah.
The Maryland State Police tweeting out, they're like, "Good news! We've arrested 34 people for violating the like."
Congrats.
Like bragging about arresting people for leaving their homes.
We're keeping you safe. These people were going to the grocery store but
Yeah.
got scared by the police.
And then-
we put them in a cage
Yeah.
together.
We finally are able to do the job the way we want.
Unchecked. Under the guise of a virus.
Yeah. That's the other thing too. It's like I didn't even really pay attention to it, but was it Newsom, the governor of California, being
Yeah.
like, please snitch. Please tell on people for being out of their homes.
That's another
know.
person that they want to replace Biden with. They're talking about him or Cuomo.
Yeah.
Cuomo.
It's and it is like a hyperbolic jump, but like just how natural it is for people to immediately be on board with the idea of like a police state where
yeah, telling on your neighbors to the government.
yeah,
Calling the cops on your neighbors for no real reason.
People calling literally for a military coup to unseat Donald Trump.
yeah.
This shit sucks.
For a
know.
generalissimo.
I mean, this shit is really going to turn me into like just some right wing fucking Ted Nugent psycho. This is good. This is it. No, I mean it is. It's going to be
It
the
goes
thing
both ways, dude.
It's
The
gonna-
fucking Republicans are trying to get retired military personnel to be poll watchers in black neighborhoods in the next election. I mean, it's like both parties fucking suck, dude.
Dude, damn, that's a good ass point.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
It's both.
Thanks, brother. Put me on fucking politically incorrect Bill Maher, dude. I got
you
takes.
should wear a shirt that says Democrat and then it has a box. It's not checked. Republican. It's not checked. And then it says tired of the bullshit.
Yeah, I'm like Lewis Black, dude.
It's the badass party, dude.
I'm sick. of
the freaking badass
The bad-
party.
We got badass Adam over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking proud.
So
to
what
be
are you
a
thinking,
fucking
Nick? You
badass.
thinking compound? You thinking get some guns?
Oh no, we were talking about it, right? How we're all pro gun now.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what's Nick's view? What are you gonna do?
I don't give a
You gonna
shit
get
about guns. I
compound?
mean, the only reason guns are fun, but I mean, I don't think they're necessary. I think if you like, I mean, what is the feasibility of any kind of like armed insurrection? Maybe you can murder a couple of cops.
Impossible.
You'd probably be better off. ISIS kind of proved it over the last decade. The way to go is truck. Truck is
True.
Yeah,
truck is the
truck.
ultimate weapon. If you want to
Truck is better than a gun.
a million
Start
times
working on
better.
trucks.
I mean, fucking McVeigh truck bomb. So it's like guns. If you really want to go to war with the state, I mean, it's guns aren't even really.
He's a fucking
'cause you're gonna-
raptor.
you're gonna-
fucking
That's another
souped up.
t-shirt.
you're gonna
idea.
lose. You're gonna lose. No matter what.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
get
also
an
like
F-350.
the whole point is, like the 2A guys, it's kind of like this built-in contradiction. I mean, not really, but it's like, well, I need this gun to protect my rights, and it's like, well, right, and it's like the right to have a gun. And it's like, well, if you're then just get a gun and have like, what the fuck do you care what the law
Yeah.
is? If they
Right.
make a law, then you have the gun, and then if they try to take it away, you just kill the person, which you won't do, by the way.
No chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
we have the.
you can't fault them for that. I mean, I don't like it's like it requires it. Like again, I said it on I did Matt and Shane's show the other night. The only person that was really willing to step up to the plate when it matters, the only true American, is Christopher Dorner.
No, and that one guy that shot them at baseball.
That guy was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, respect to him. But yeah, Dorner had a nice kill streak going though, dude. He had his multiplier going.
He got some headshots in there.
Yeah. So terrorism basically is the way to go, is what you're saying.
Oh, I don't know if terrorism is the way to go. I mean, it's just like
That's what a truck is.
I just like I'm gonna move back. I'll move to West Texas. I'll get a piece of land, and then not talk to anybody. And fucking, I think climate change is fake. I don't think it's real.
No, we're doing that now.
Yeah.
Even climate change.
No, fuck it. I mean, like because it's like first of all, it is a political issue. There's no way to remove that, and it's like can you remove the politics from the science of the thing and the global scientific consensus? And it's like prior to this thing, I would have said like, well, yeah, probably, but now all these fucking models are wrong, and we've put 16 million people out of work, and it's because
those are different type of scientists. Those aren't epidemiologists. Those
you have to ask
scientists.
what kind of scientists that we got for this one are. Is it the same kind of scientists? I don't know, that counted all the
So you don't
Jews
trust
that
any
died?
scientists.
You have to ask.
So just all scientists are wrong about everything now.
No, it's just like how much faith
I
you
know.
have in like global scientific consensus, as if that alone is like that can be detached from politics and not be motivated.
I would venture to guess that I don't know if
this thing is so
there are
why
far
is it,
more epidemiologists that said the models are wrong about COVID than there are climate scientists that say the models are wrong.
then why
That's
is
my
it,
guess.
okay? Well,
Are
then
the models even wrong for
but-
sure?
yeah.
Well, like
Yes.
the 250,000 people dying in the States is probably wrong. Unless we get a second
no,
wave.
it's not.
bro.
It's not wrong. They already revised the model, but the people who made the model already said, "Oh, we got it wrong." So it's not like we're waiting to see what happens. They already revised it and scaled it down to 60,000.
Wait, in the whole country?
Yeah,
For real?
60,000
Yeah, but we're
deaths is
number
what's
one,
expected.
though. That's all that matters is that we're number one.
How many people got in China? Less than 60K?
Well, you can't trust the numbers there.
That's true.
Yeah.
But can you trust these numbers though?
I don't trust any numbers, bro.
Nice.
Well, then why would
Thanks,
you trust?
neither.
Then why would you trust the numbers on climate change?
Because the
of
global
hurricanes and
average
shit?
temperature is raising every year.
What does
That's not
that
like
mean?
a.
What does
that's
that
not
mean?
a projection. It means that because of
There was a bunch of
because
the
fucking
fatality rate,
carbon-
the mortality rate in Italy was 8% prior to this, which is like a lot of people, a lot of rational people were like, "Wow, that looks scary." And then here's these models, and these are from experts.
Well,
I mean, I don't
all
really
I'm
give-
saying
I don't
is,
really
like,
give a shit.
it's
I mean,
it's a lot. It's a lot
I-
easier to fucking
I actually don't even-
understand that the
I don't-
global temperature is raising every year.
I don't
than
care
to
about.
say
I don't
this
care
is what's
about. I
going to
don't
happen
actually.
because
I
of a
don't
novel
actually.
virus.
I don't actually care about
Okay,
climate
all
change.
right.
But I'm saying it's like if you think that it's not going to be very easy to fucking throw salt in the face of like any climate argument now, if these models, I mean, the models are wrong. We walk away
I
from this
think
thing.
that's- I think that's a logical fallacy, personally.
Damn.
Thanks. I'm fucking Ben Shapiro. over
You
here.
you can say okay, yes. There's not a 1-to-1 comparison. It does not prove that the climate models are wrong. I'm just saying now that just saying, well, all the
People are
experts
gonna
say
trust
You're
science.
saying
is
that people
fucking
are
meaningless.
politicizing science.
Of course,
Yeah. Okay.
of course. It just
Yeah,
means that
I
it's,
know
it
what
is
you're saying.
fucking means absolutely nothing to me now for somebody who really hasn't looked into it at all. Just, oh well, all the scientists say so. Oh well, the temperature's gone up one, and I don't know shit either. But I'm just saying, it's like, well, that's not enough for me.
Isn't
now.
that the most
That's not
important
enough for
part
me.
that you don't know anything? I mean, that's kind of where I come from.
Okay,
is that I
but
don't
then
fucking know.
why are you giving me some appeal to authority when it's like you have we just did that with this and it's fucking wrong.
I'm not giving you appeal to authority. I'm just saying I don't fucking know what's going on.
I mean, it's it's having faith in a system that like is now it would be just as dumb as if people were saying like, well, God said that the virus is going to kill this many people. And
No,
it may
it's
not
not
seem
just
like that at face value, but it's like, how were these models so wrong?
I'm going to give you a pass because it's Easter Sunday, but it's not the same thing.
It's not Easter Sunday, by the way. The real Easter is fucking next week.
Oh, yeah. I
It's
celebrate
fucking-
Greek Easter. I'm
It's
I'm
fucking
Orthodox.
bullshit American
Thank you, dude.
Easter, dude. I'm
Well,
not fucking
let's
you
put it
look
this
like
way.
one of them.
Let's put it this
Greek
way.
Orthodox.
Let's put it this
You
way.
do.
The models were wrong, and we had a conversation about it 2 weeks ago. And I said, like, hey, why are they revising these models? These models are fucking wrong. And now they're so wrong that it's not even it. I don't understand the value of them at all. If they're that fucking far off that they say 2.2 million people initially with like these suppression tactics, and then they revise it. Oh well, it's 250,000 people now. If we observe strict social distancing, and then we do that. I mean, not even. I mean, it's like, to what extent do we observe strict social distancing? There's still interstate travel. You're not really locking people down. They just close businesses and suggest that you stay home. And there's some fines, and a couple of people are being arrested, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, people
Maryland.
are not. I mean, this
Sure,
you know,
but
people
the
are
but
less
the models
in a public
the
place.
models accounted for that.
Right.
They said that, even if we do this, the best case scenario, 100,000 to 240,000 people. And now it's like, oh wait, well maybe now 60,000.
So do we get to go outside? Is the real question.
No, now you have to
No.
wait, because if you go out, if they end the lockdowns now, it makes the Democrats look stupid for reacting to this the wrong way, for saying it's going to be months of this, for costing people 16 million jobs. There's all this bullshit about like, oh, Wall Street's not more important than lives. It's like Wall Street was never at fucking risk of anything. It's all the people who lost their fucking jobs so you could feel like a hero for saving grandma. You didn't lose shit. We do a job that we can do from home. All the media people continue to do their job from fucking home.
Right.
That's true.
You're not a truck driver. You're not fucking working at a movie theater. You're not doing any of this shit. It's like, and everybody just got on board with this thing, not considering what the fucking consequences would be.
Yeah, I get that, but like there is no unless you close borders like back in December of last year.
So
there
why
is no
why was that not the response from the global scientific community? If that makes the most sense, why wasn't WHO saying immediately,
I don't
shut
know,
down
dude.
all the
I don't
fucking
fucking
borders?
know. I
Shut
don't
down
know.
all of the borders, because it
I
was
don't
all
know.
entirely politically motivated.
I don't know.
And it's the politics
It
of
would
it
be
being
funny.
of globalism being more important than actually like stemming the tide of this virus.
Build that damn wall, brother.
It would be funny if all those motherfuckers that were, if all the people, like a governor in like Mississippi that was like, just go out and have a burger.
That's gonna
Fuck
happen.
this.
That's gonna
If he was
fucking
right.
happen. No, it's gonna fucking happen, dude. Texas is gonna open up first, and then
That's gonna be awesome.
You know, Texas is just gonna fucking open up first, and then they're gonna send everybody back to work. And if you don't see a spike in numbers, I mean, it's like,
But you are seeing it more in red states now too.
you are seeing it more, but why isn't that becoming the epicenter? And it's like, again, I'll just wait. I'll wait until, because every time I look into it, I kind of like I walked it back a couple of weeks ago because I was like reading these things saying, oh, Sweden's now Sweden's like really fucked up over this. But then you read the article and it's like, well, we think that'll happen. We're expecting it's
we're
going to
assuming
backfire.
that they're fucked.
It's like, well, it hasn't
compared to
backfired yet.
Compared to
I'm not
other
reading
Scandinavian states, they're more fucked because they did lockdown. But
They're
More
not
fucked
that
in
fucked.
what?
I'm not
More
reading
fucked in what
anything.
sense?
then there have been more people that have gotten it and died than in Norway. for instance.
it's like the rate of it. It's not more people have gotten it and died. It's that their like fatality rate is higher among the people that did get it.
Word.
And you can't attribute that to what? Social distancing? That the disease is now more deadly for whatever reason when people get it?
Yeah.
Maybe you just get the most potent ass one, the most strongest fucking virus that survives social distancing.
Well, I don't know. The point
And
is,
then it fucks you in the ass
the
harder.
point is that like there's a lot of people whose lives will be fucking destroyed because of this. And,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and specifically because you put
So
a bunch
wait,
of people out of work.
Okay, I don't fucking whatever. I don't give a fuck really. But isn't
I mean, you
this
should give a fuck.
But what I'm saying is, I don't give a fuck in terms of what the fuck can I really do. I'm not reading a bunch of articles to make me mad. But isn't it better off? Aren't we better off by everyone staying home, or are we not?
Who knows? Literally, who fucking knows?
I think
'Cause they
we
told
probably
us-
are.
Why?
Because we didn't close the borders down. We didn't close down travel from outside the country.
So
If we had done that and we'd contained like our population in the country and didn't allow people to in and out, then yeah, we wouldn't have had to like stay at home. But that's not.
no.
That
He's
didn't
saying,
happen.
are we better off because we stayed home than we would have been?
You would think logically a fucking virus is you stop it because you stay home. But then I guess what your argument would be, Nick, is that it's not worth all the fucking industries and shit getting fucked if a couple. Maybe we are better off, but not.
Well,
by that much.
here's the thing. Here's the problem, is that so let's say that this virus is going to kill X amount of people, and there's like this measure to mitigate, X amount of people. Let's say it's going to kill 5 million people if we do nothing, right? Or 2.5 or whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
If we do this, then it'll take it down to 250,000 people, right? So we do something similar to this, and then the numbers immediately has to be revised down to 60,000. So it's like, okay, well, was the initial number, does that not scale down also? Because it's like the one variable that we put in there, or the one control that we had over this, there isn't any control. I mean, I guess it's like states that did, or countries that did fucking nothing. Yeah, you're just it's essentially a fucking guess.
Yeah.
It's like if the bottom number, the best case scenario scales down, so does the one at the top. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, and how can you
that's
even
still a number that exists?
But how do you even know the effect that?
I like your smart face stuff.
How do you even know the effect that social distancing?
Still a number.
How do you know the effect that social distancing even has?
I don't.
If you can't tell what possible effect it has on the total number.
Well, that's how you get a fucking virus is by a motherfucker breathing on you or whatever, and less motherfuckers are breathing on you, so. It probably is.
Yeah, but you have a lot of households that have multiple people in them. So it's like maybe if this virus was already I don't know. I mean, it's like it's also we should just fucking go back.
Have you guys ever seen Hard 8?
Yes. Yeah, it's a good.
That
movie.
shit rocks, dude.
Dude, Cinephile Stav, dude, loving it.
I saw that shit yesterday.
Loving it.
First of all, young Gwyneth 100% could get it. Let me just say that.
Yeah, she's
looking good.
I would still fuck her jade egg pussy. She keeps that shit tight, you know it.
Yeah, for sure. But that was a good ass movie, dude. And that's honestly, I did not. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Also,
I fuck with Boogie Nights.
Watching that movie prevents coronavirus.
I haven't gotten it.
Yeah, that's how you know. I mean, logically that makes sense. If you watch the movie, you didn't get coronavirus.
I mean, that's not even close to.
Obviously, you
staying away from people is not. Come on,
staying away from people at large, but there is
dare debate club me, motherfucker.
But then no, they have no idea. They have no idea how many people. We don't have an antibody test. We don't have a clear idea of how many people have asymptomatic cases. We have none of that fucking data available. We ran with these models.
You don't hold on, the basic truth that if you stay in your fucking house, you're not going to get a sickness. That's a real thing.
No, it's not. There's still people coming and going. I mean, they're saying it's like on surfaces for fucking 3 days. If I stay in my
locked fucking room.
I thought they said
here's this. How do you know you didn't get this shit in fucking January? How do you know you didn't already have it?
I don't know that. I'm just saying.
You don't know that at all.
But in lieu of
down, and there goes 16 million jobs.
But yeah, if we don't have the available testing to say that like you've had it already, there is really no other choice, right?
No, there is another choice, and the
which
choice
is what herd immunity,
maybe, yeah, or a much smarter policy in terms of lockdowns, which Sweden did, which they said, okay, if you're old, maybe stay home, but in general, we're not imposing any lockdowns, we're not shutting anything down, we're not fucking putting people out of work.
I'm just saying, staying in your fucking house, you're not going to get you lower the probability of getting sick on a basic ass level.
Okay, staying at home, you lower your risk of dying in a terrorist attack. So let's say, okay, we think there's a model that says there's going to be a terrorist attack. Let's shut down the economy for 3 months and just wait it out. So let's ruin people's lives and put them out of work.
Thank you for agreeing with me. That's all I wanted.
I don't agree with you.
But a terrorist attack is not a virus.
Getting a terrorist attack.
A terrorist attack isn't a virus that can spread too. They're two different things. You could have something that's like episodic. You could have something that like a terrorist attack that happens and then another terrorist attack.
But there's
that got terrorized.
Again, it's how do you know that this didn't already spread in New York?
No one knows.
In January, February, which I fucking asked somebody, by the way. They're like, "Oh, the chance of that is really slim." And it's like,
no,
okay,
it probably did.
Now they're saying that it did happen.
I buy into the fact that a lot of people already had it. I buy into that.
I don't fucking I don't even.
Then a separate question is why don't we do this for the flu every year? There's no cure for the flu.
There's a vaccine.
There's a vaccine that has a 30% effectiveness. There is no cure for the flu. It mutates every fucking year. You need a different vaccine every year.
Not as contagious?
There's no cure. The flu kills 600,000 people every year. Why don't we do this for the flu? Does it make sense to do this for the flu? If it kills a similar amount of people,
a fucking more contagious flu, isn't that what the 1918 motherfucker was? Isn't the whole point of this fucking thing that it's more contagious than the flu?
So what if it's more contagious? So what matters is whether it would kill more
because
people or
it
not.
spreads
Which the
faster.
models said that it would, and now the models are wrong.
All right, that's fine. I don't even know about the fucking models. All I wanted to have on the record is that staying at home makes it less
I'm putting that on the
chance
record stuff.
of getting sick. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
I'm taking minutes, and that's on the record.
Thank
brother.
you.
All right, that can be on the record.
Thank you. That's on the record, and I count that as a victory. Thank you very much.
Well, it's just going on the record. I
No
don't
further
know.
questions. No
Okay.
further questions. Let's talk about Hard 8.
Mad good.
It's a fucking good ass movie.
Philip Baker Hall, sick.
What else has that guy been in, dude?
He's in a lot
in
of Paul Thomas
Seinfeld.
Anderson movies.
He's in Seinfeld.
Have you seen Magnolia?
I saw Magnolia when I was
It's
younger.
it's
too
really
weird.
long, but it's great.
What's up with the frogs, bro?
Biblical. Actually, that's a real thing that happened. You know that's a real thing that happened.
Oh yeah. I guess I should rewatch Magnolia. Tom
plays-
Cruise rocks in it. He's like
Tom
a
Cruise
cool-
is that's us, dude. That's us vibes.
Oh, you know what else I saw? Was Collateral. That movie rocked.
Hell yeah.
I like there was a lot that's yeah.
I
Hard
love
Eight
it
was
when
some
he
good
plays
shit.
those two movies are perfect examples of
Villain.
him playing not Tom Cruise.
Villain
You know what
Tom
I mean?
Cruise. Yeah.
Him playing a character, which is great. Anytime he's like not playing just Tom Cruise. I mean, whatever. I like it when he's playing Tom
I
Cruise.
love that I love
I'm
that
a
he
fan.
just taught a man how to get pussy by being a killer. Pretty
Dude,
cool.
being a Pua. Maybe we go Pua.
I'm gonna be a poo when this is all said and done. I'm gonna be out there. That's why I'm growing my
You're
hair
gonna
out.
be peacocking.
I'm gonna grow my hair out and I'm gonna fucking dye it pink.
No, I'm going ranch, not trusting anything anyone says anymore.
I like compound. Nick.
No more of these smug liberals with their fucking data
Yeah.
telling me
I
what's
like
going to happen. in the world.
compound Nick. I think that's a good rebrand.
I mean, that was always gonna be where you ended up. You were always gonna be a
Yeah, yeah.
guy.
That was
No,
your
I-
trajectory. No, that was your
Honestly, if it
One
weren't
way
for
or
this,
another,
if
you
it
were
weren't for
getting
this thing, I would have continued to be a cosmopolitan, city dwelling.
Going to the opera.
Look, I love this.
Go to the
I
ballet.
love the fucking
an
city.
ivory tower East Coast elite.
I love. Yeah,
I'm staying in the city. Are you saying you're gonna leave the city?
I miss Chinatown. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I really don't like.
Yeah.
Someone just said, "Can you move the mic so they can see the left tit?" Also, stuff.
Who's someone?
Cuss bro did.
Maybe.
Okay,
They
so
can ask me. I don't take my orders from you, Adam. Fucker.
I'm just saying that was a suggestion.
You can see the right tit even more, motherfuckers, if you're out there looking at the live stream.
Hmm.
No, you don't get the left tit, actually.
Okay, well,
How about that?
that's fine.
I'm gonna stay in the city. I'm gonna become a guy that wears tuxedos.
Yeah,
That
we
old
gotta
New York
we gotta sign up for the opera season, dude.
Actually, you know what? That's true, man. If all these businesses close and you places can't afford shit, then it's just gonna be bought by like a bank.
Yeah.
It's
No.
gonna suck dick.
No,
We
all of the
start our own business.
all of the money will just transfer up. That's all that happens.
Right. Yeah.
That's what
exactly.
happens every time. You're right.
So
you
we
guys
should pool
saw
our
that?
money.
You guys saw that CNBC guy, that interview where he's like, they should just let these fuckers fail.
Yeah, I saw the beginning, but it
That
was
sounds cool.
Listen,
It was.
I saw the
cool.
beginning and I was like, okay, but what am I gonna watch that video or am I gonna watch Hard 8? Am I gonna play Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah. Okay. And obviously, I probably watched.
And
just
here's
as
my
much as the
thing.
interview.
I'm not learning anymore. I'm in my fucking house. I'm fucked here. When they tell us we can go outside, I'm going, but I'm not reading about shit. I don't want to know.
No, it
We're already
does.
fucked.
It definitely has like had an effect on me where it's like there is so much fucking information that is just, and that is conflicting information. That's just. I was talking about it with
I'm
my friend on
growing
the
my
phone
fucking
yesterday.
hair out,
Like-
and that's all I'm focused
I
on.
actually, I did a good job of not having a conversation about this or not fucking like looking into it for the last like 4 or 5 days. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I also just haven't been
You
talking
love-
to people.
No, I get
Yeah,
Nick. Like
exactly. That is the problem.
I get
place
like
to do
how it makes someone feel fucking crazy that there's so much conflicting information out there.
Well, it's not conflicting information. It's that it's fucking like wrong, and you don't seem to give a shit that these models are just fucking wildly
I don't give a shit
incorrect.
because my because there's other stuff going on. But
I mean,
yeah.
I would give a shit if it fucking was true, but I don't know. I don't know if you're right. I don't know if they're right. I don't know if anybody's right.
No,
I'm
I
just
mean
saying
it's the
'cause I'm
flip side of
scared.
like being like, okay, well, like the economic damage of this fucking thing. It's like, it's like, well, we have to go to Iraq because of there's weapons of mass destruction. If you bought that and you were fucking on board with it, and then there were no weapons of mass destruction, you were like, oh well, sometimes information's wrong. Then fuck you. I mean, it's
You're
like,
right, but you're absolutely right.
it like the impact of this should matter to you. And if these people were fucking
does, but
wrong,
it's like, I don't know
Beyond
if-
16 million people losing their jobs, the amount of people that are just minimum wage workers that are deemed essential, that are just stocking shelves every night, the people that we have made continue to work, that are like at risk because of it, is also.
It doesn't even. Like, that's the thing. It's like I don't.
yeah, but they're at risk. But even then, it's like within that sector, that's going to shrink. So it's like all these essential workers or whatever. It's like, yes, there's that point, but it's also like it's not like they're safe just because they have a grocery store job.
I'm not saying they're safe.
I know you're not. But the
saying
real
it's
thing,
fucked
the
up.
real thing to think about with that shit is that in 6 months there's going to be less grocery store jobs, and some of these essential workers are going to be out of fucking work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes, if that shit's true, but what I'm saying is
Trader Joe's and Whole Foods are hiring, and you're going to see a lot of smaller stores in New York go the fuck out of business.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see, man. I just don't want to. Right now, I would have to do more research, and I don't want to.
How
That's
your
basically all I'm saying.
how are your bodega guys holding up right now?
I haven't been to the bodega at all.
I don't go to the bodega.
You haven't gone.
No.
No. Bodega's a den of filth.
They are kind of.
You might get it over there. So okay, if this shit's not real, then why don't you just go outside? and shit,
all the
man?
bodega. I don't go outside anyways, and it's like it's not real. As in, like, here's the thing: when you say why don't you just go outside, it's like I'm not concerned with getting the virus. I'm not like worried about getting the virus. It's like I am. It is mostly like the fallout of like all the people that lost their job. That is literally what
of
fucking
course that
upsets me
shit-
about it.
Of course, that shit's upsetting. I guess I've just like been like, well, I guess we're fucked, and we'll have to see what happens in a couple weeks or a month or whatever. Like, when do we
Yeah,
shit
of course you
resume?
can, and that's like I guess like a common out of the conversation is like, well, I guess you just can't really worry about it. It's like, okay, fine, but that can apply to literally anything you fucking give a shit about at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's such an obnoxious response.
No, my point is, I don't know that you're right. Is all I'm saying. So I'm not worried about it yet, or that this view is correct.
Well, look, you do have health problems, and I'm not saying the virus is fake
Yeah.
by any means. I'm not
Right.
saying that. And I think it like probably does affect people in a way that the medical professionals are not prepared for. I mean, there's like some information about like the ventilators ended up being like damaging to people because it's not an issue of like not having enough pressure in their lungs, but they're not getting enough oxygen. They're not absorbing enough oxygen. So the treatment needs to be different. I mean, there's like maybe that's what causes the severity of the thing once people are put on ventilators. But I have no fucking idea. The point,
Right.
like the point
That's
isn't
what my-
the point isn't that I know and I'm a fucking epidemiologist and I'm an expert. It's that we were presented with all of this expert data and these expert models that required a drastic measure in terms of putting mostly fucking middle class or lower middle class people out of work and fucking like destroying, like shrinking and consolidating so many fucking industries and writing a check for $2.2 trillion fucking dollars. And it's like, well, I guess it has to be done. I guess it just has to be done.
Something that I sort of buy into in a conspiracy theory, whatever, is that we were in a bubble and we were heading towards recession anyway. And there are a ton of fucking businesses that are going to get bailed out that would have been failing like in the next 2 years. And now they'll be solvent for the next 5 years because of this shit. And when the bill comes due, they're just not going to fucking pay the loans back. I buy into the fact that like those kind of like fucking hedge fund motherfuckers could have definitely been behind us like having to do this for sure.
I think investors, for the most part, like they looked at this thing and priced in the fucking impact of the virus months ago. I think.
How do we?
I think their job is to specifically pay attention to shit like this and they say, oh, well, there's this virus in China. It could become a pandemic. This is probably going to cause this amount of jobs. So we'll place our bets thusly. And
Nick,
then
what
you see
is
like
an
a fucking
option?
hiccup. And then what now it's like what last week the stock market had its best fucking week in like 70 years.
Yeah, well, 6 million people filed for unemployment. Yeah. What is an option? How do I make money off of all of this suffering?
Buy stocks.
You want to get into
That's
trading?
not option. Yeah. I just got Robinhood app, so now I can. No, I'm never gonna invest in the economy. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm only buying a house, dude.
I got to get on that subreddit where it's just people that are like that just do wild shit and then lose everything.
What's it called?
I don't know. Nick was talking about it.
Wall Street bets?
I think Wall Street bets.
Yeah. That one's pretty funny.
Yeah.
There was that guy, one guy. There was some guy like 2 years ago that figured out there was some issue with Robinhood where he basically got like a $250,000 worth of leverage and so basically stole all this money.
Respect.
Yeah.
That rocks.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I forget what the story was exactly, but it was very funny. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I had a ranch.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invest in Lucha, bring back the burritos that we loved.
That place fucking rocks.
I got food poisoning from there one time.
No.
Did you?
Yeah.
Would you
Come
have?
on,
It
dude.
was-
You
no,
can't
it
put
was
that out
hilarious.
into the world. We're about to own it.
It was so funny. Like, my girlfriend got like chicken quesadillas from there, and then I got like a burrito, and then she ate the chicken quesadillas, and then was like throwing up and in the bathroom and crying all night. And I was like, damn. And then I woke up the next morning. I'm like, Dad, there's some of those chicken quesadillas left.
Respect.
And then
dude.
I ate them, and then I was just fucking throwing up.
That happened to me one time. I got food poisoning. I bit
Yeah.
into a wing. It was just raw, right? Like raw, except for the outside. And I was like, I'll just eat around it. I was like, I ate it like it was a corn on the cob.
It's so
So
funny
dumb.
how much damage chicken wings have done to you in your life. They've taken your teeth away from you. They've taken your health.
For years.
And then
Yes.
and you're so worried about this virus you won't leave your house or put on clothes, but you still need to get wings.
You're still having a wig
You're
night with the
venturing
lads.
you're venturing out
The
to the
vi-
bar to get wings.
The virus is
Delivery.
going to take away these colors don't run. It's not going to take my style of life.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Stav.
Okay? That's how we show the virus who's fucking boss.
We must keep living.
By continuing to get other health problems.
Yeah.
I'm not going to die from you, virus. I'm dying from heart disease at like 40.
Yeah, but they'll count that as corona. Trust me, corona's going on.
Put it on the board, baby.
Yeah.
Corona.
Oh, well, he lived in New York, and that counts.
We'll see, mother. We'll see, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It will be interesting. It's just tough anytime a conspiracy theory happens because the dumbest people of all time were on it early. I'm not talking about you, but like one of the dumbest women I know.
For sure, I
mean,
am
you are
one
dumb,
of the
yes.
dumbest people of all time.
You are
That's
dumb.
fine.
Yes, that's true.
But
But I'm just saying,
it-
but even dumber than you, like this girl that was like friends with my old roommate is just posting shit about Bill. Oh, you're going to trust the vaccine Bill Gates gave you?
Yeah.
And this 5G is giving us fucking... And she's a 5G calls it. Bill Gates is going to give us a vaccine that's going to kill us. She also said that a way
But
to
I mean,
stop
did you see that? But there's
the
that video of Bill
free thinkers to
Gates.
not vote.
There's that video of Bill Gates talking about using vaccines to control people's minds from like fucking. It's like, I'm not taking that fucking vaccine, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
She had some really good ones. I screenshotted some of them. But anyway.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too is like 5G. It's like the what I don't like is the smugness about the science, because it's like imagine being in 1960 and being somebody like Adam being like, oh, you think cigarettes cause cancer? Have you seen all of the studies from Philip Morris? I don't think so, pal. I think all of the top scientists in the world would think you sound pretty stupid saying cigarettes cause lung cancer. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it's everything. Like there's money behind the research.
Cell phones probably are in like it's
They're
gonna
fucking
be like
cell
lead
phones more
paint.
than anything because it's like the amount,
Yeah.
like how much fucking money is in tech and data infrastructure or whatever. It's like we're just constantly putting out. They say, oh well, it's non-ionizing radiation. So if it's non-ionizing radiation, it can't do any damage. And it's like, well, okay, then put your head in a fucking microwave. Like that can do
Yeah.
damage.
Would it feel cool? Would it feel warm?
Yeah. Like, well, I guess in some cases, you can. There is ways it can, I guess if we do a study and we put a cell phone next to a rat's head for 3 days, it will die. But, there's a lot of stuff there. You don't really have to worry about. Yeah.
But she's just like, it's a problem because conspiracy theory. It's like it's kind of like how I think the National Enquirer was the fucking thing that broke the Monica Lewinsky Clinton thing because they just don't fact check anything. They'll just print whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like a conspiracy theorist that's right about something happens, but it's also they're always like, oh yeah, I mean, Jews are lizards. The moon is not real.
Yeah,
well, that's like, and then they happen to be right about one thing, and it's hard to.
That's why I wasn't into conspiracy theories until Pizzagate because Pizzagate is the perfect synthesis between like stuff that's true and stuff that's fun. And then, once you understand that that's all conspiracy theories are, is like, it's like some of it you think is real, and then you just start joking around, and then people are like, when did you start joking? You're like, I don't know, I don't care anymore. That's the only way I could deal with the world because there is plenty of shit that was fucked up. It's like we witnessed Epstein get murdered in real time.
100%
by elites.
Like, yeah, you know what? You're right, man. After Epstein, everything's on the table.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like Epstein just happened, and people are like, "It's a pandemic." Rachel Maddow told me so.
Yeah.
I listened to Rachel. Sorry, Mr. President. What we believe are facts and data.
Yeah.
Oh well, all the data's wrong. Well, who cares?
Yeah.
Well,
Damn, Epstein's got me on board.
Yeah.
You're right. It's fake.
Mm-hmm.
And we did just watch the Clintons kill someone in jail.
But they killed somebody there. Also, I was a Pizzagate fucking Epstein psycho for years, and everyone was calling me a faggot idiot.
To your credit, you were.
And I am. I am those things. But that doesn't make me wrong.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot about Epstein for some reason. You're right, man. You know what? That girl's right, too. I take back what I said.
And we're dating now, me and her.
God damn, she's been going off on her Instagram stories.
Mm-hmm. That's hot to me. I like women that are retarded.
Yeah.
What?
No, you'll love her.
In that way,
Yes.
That video of that like QAnon mom that's just like, stay tuned. The storm. She's just like, she's got those like dick-sucking French manicure nails.
Hell
What's the QAnon take
a lot of bangles.
On COVID?
Huh?
What are the Q people saying about?
I mean,
COVID?
it's fucking retarded. It's Donald Trump's cover, and that they want everyone to stay inside so they can carry out all these like high level arrests, and that there's secret tunnels bringing, and the USNS Comfort and the COVID, because all the QAnon people were freaking out because like it was supposed to be done by now. Donald Trump was supposed to secretly arrest all of these people for child sex.
They were going to empty the jails and fill them with millionaire pedophiles, I believe.
Right, yeah. I mean, it was like they were like, any celebrity that says they have it is actually just...
oh, that was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, they're actually
Tom Hanks
arrested for,
And they said Oprah, too.
Yeah.
You think Oprah does any pedophilia?
But I feel bad for the QAnon people because it's like their shit's up. It's like they fucking... And then they also have this fantasy. They're like, if Donald Trump doesn't arrest people now, he's going to lose a lot of support from his base. And it's like, you realize you're like 300 people. There's not really that many QAnon people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're, I get them.
Yeah.
It's like, they're sort of like the right's equivalent to Bernie people.
And also, Donald Trump, this is the most like incompetent he's ever been. And I don't mean it being president, I mean it being Donald Trump. Like that, how he is so checked out, and the only time you really see him doing anything Donald Trump wise is when he's like browbeating some fucking reporter for being bad at their job.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, he's like guessing. He's like, yeah, it sounds pretty bad. I guess, I'll let the doctors say, I guess you're right, or maybe it's this.
Dude, he had an incredible one where he was like, I don't remember. I just somebody put it on Twitter where it was just like, it used to be antibiotics used to kill everything, and now he's just not understanding that viruses you can't beat them with antibiotics.
Yeah,
he's like, and now it's incredible what the virus is doing.
Yeah,
and and it's like it's a really big problem.
Yeah,
he is crushing. It's tough to watch him speak because it's always so funny.
Yeah, I mean,
it's never not funny.
He's really not crushing. He's like really not handling this. I mean, in the context, judging by Donald Trump standards, he's not doing well with this.
Well, it's just not as funny anymore.
Well, that was fun. Just how incompetent he is can also be funny.
The funniest response would be the most Donald Trump thing, where it could be like, "This seems like a liberal problem. We're not going to send any support at all." I mean, if he did that,
he was sending ventilators to red states, yeah.
And then he was talking about like the governors that are all mean to him. They don't get any help.
Yeah,
that was pretty.
But sticking by it, not doing it. There's no federal support.
Yeah, but he believes it.
Sticking with this virus is fake. It's not real. Not allowing the scientists to cuck his beautiful mind. I mean, they
did cuck him.
Look, Donnie Casino is good at one thing, and is making wild fucking bets and getting right by chance.
Yes.
And the way he goes
You're right.
out,
he hedged.
The way he goes out should not be by fucking listening to reason. That's not it. It's got to be one big bad bet, and like that's that's the story we deserve with him.
It is. Yeah, it would have been awesome if the virus was, if he just bet on it.
If he bet on it and he was wrong and this thing killed 60 million Americans, that would have been fucking awesome.
That would have been a blaze of glory.
That would have been.
Sure.
And I'd be like, look, sometimes you're wrong.
And he wins anyway because Biden can't do anything about it.
They can't even have an election. 60 million people are dead. The country's just gone overnight. It's like the whole fucking country looks like Flint, Michigan.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been funny.
That would have been. It would have been hilarious. That and Boris Johnson dying. And
Boris Johnson not dying.
I was really rooting for that.
That was going to be so good.
Yeah, and quietly being replaced by Mr. Bean.
With just the shittiest wig. It's like a party store wig.
Yeah.
His hair is dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
But I am jealous of it.
You should get it.
I will, dude. I'm about to rock the Boris.
You should be Boris Wick for Halloween.
Fuck, dude.
I'm mad you didn't do that John Wick costume.
Dude, it's coming this Halloween. I'm growing my shit out, dude.
It's like you need with your hair. It would take you 2 years to fucking get the hair to the length where that joke would be even remotely funny.
Nah, dude, we're gonna get it by October, dude.
What are you talking about? I'm John Wick.
I'm John Wick.
John Wick for Halloween.
Dude, I got 6 months, bro.
Yeah, I remember I was at a bar one time and I saw a guy who was around Halloween. And he was already bald, and he was already like kind of jacked, but he had fake muscles on top of his regular muscles, and he had shaved his hairline back even further. His hair was already buzzed, but then he with so it was like a number 3,
a bic,
yeah. And then with a number 2, he receded his hairline even more, just like another 2 inches. And I was like, "Are you Jason Statham?" He's like, "Yeah."
I'm thinking about buzzing the middle of my head because I just want the horseshoe, dude. I want the horseshoe so bad. But I just have this fucked up little fuzz in the middle of my shit. I just wish I was totally bald in the middle. Then I would really grow this shit out beautiful. But the Lord has fucked me, dude, in every sense.
We should probably do an extra 30 minutes because of all that arguing.
Yeah. No, an extra 10 is, should be 15.
I don't know. I feel bad.
Well, that's what you.
I won't be.
Keep that in mind the next time you start talking about facts and gay shit like that.
Yeah,
fuck that. I'm gonna no. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to more. Well, if we didn't do it, because it's fucking. I don't believe that. And you know what? And then look, if
here we go again.
If I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong. Who gives a shit? But it's like I'm not gonna not like. It's fucking infuriating. It's infuriating.
Hey. I'm just saying, keep that in mind.
Okay, well, I'm all right. Whatever.
The next time you want to talk about real shit that's annoying and fact based, instead of saying stuff like, What if Oprah had a penis?
Or it was Chinese.
Or what if Oprah was Chinese?
You get a car.
You get the car.
Yeah,
That kind of stuff.
that's good.
She's giving
That's
out,
a good one.
or maybe it's rickshaws.
Oh, she's
Maybe
giving
she's
out
giving out
rickshaws. You get a
rickshaws.
rickshaw. You get a
You
rickshaw.
Yep.
You get a
rickshaw.
triangle hat.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
kind of
pretty good.
stuff.
What if?
Where are you in Red Dead?
Pretty early on.
See, you should have just talked about that, dude. You could have gotten me going with Red Dead. You could have.
tried.
This is your honestly, it's your fault. The second this shit came up, you should have told Adam to shut the fuck up.
I
then
didn't
you-
say anything. You started.
No, you absolutely.
You started.
You're like,
it.
oh well, I mean, obviously, social distancing has an effect.
I
Obviously,
did not say
you
that.
you got me started. You knew
No,
exactly. what
I
you were
did. No, I did
Stop.
not.
It was your job to say, it's a lot like how Arthur gets tuberculosis,
That's true.
and then
Yeah.
I would have been, oh right,
Then yep. We
Vi-
need to Manchurian candidate you.
right.
With,
And we can go
with-
back to talking
yeah,
about Red Dead.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I love that game though. I'm pretty early. I killed a legendary bear. That was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. That's where you get
Oh,
that.
I
cool-
remember that challenge.
You get the hat. You can wear the hat.
Yep.
Yeah, I wore the
the
hat the
hat.
whole game.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna start wearing that hat.
That hat rocks in the cutscenes.
Yes.
You know?
dude. Yeah.
He's like, I'm dying, sister. He's got a bear hat on, doing like the dramatic scenes with like John Marston's like family or whatever while wearing the Viking helmet. It's a good
Yeah. Dude, I found that pagan ritual place and I was wearing that hat and just hacking people to death.
yeah.
Or that mask. That shit was
I love all the secrets in that game, like the UFO. Did you find the UFO?
I haven't found
No.
the info.
Yeah, there's
But
like
the pagan shit is fucked up.
there's an old church, and if you go there, like there's a letter you can find in the church,
That's what that is.
and it tells you.
I did find that.
Yeah, and then there's a letter in there, and if you read the letter, it tells you to come back at like fucking midnight or something. If you go back, a UFO flies over.
That's pretty tight.
Pretty cool.
Anytime, listen, I'm not doing reading in a video game. I'll tell you that much.
Why?
Yeah.
I love the lore. Any game, even the like, because it takes very little to make it interesting to me. I guess because I have
You got a
sort of-
bug, dude.
You're just covered in flies. You're like, I'm not going
I don't know
out.
where this
The
cocksucker
virus
came
is.
from.
I'm going to be killed if I leave my apartment. Time to stay inside and gorge myself on wings and just live in my own filth.
First of all, Wing Night is on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
and I'm doing my part to keep these businesses you claim to care about
hey,
alive.
it's
What are you
Wednesday.
doing?
It's Wednesday somewhere, baby.
What are you doing? I'm I'm keeping my bar, my local bar, afloat with my
I've
wing order.
literally been ordering nuts and bolts from different places, different supply warehouse. I'm keeping the.
All right, well, we have different.
I'm
we
keeping
care
the
about
supply
different things.
chains alive, brother.
I respect. See,
by
okay.
ordering
Thank you.
packages of bolts. You know,
What are you gonna put together? You gonna build anything?
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I always got little
Little
little projects, odds and ends I'm working on.
I want to build something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a green screen that comes down from my ceiling so that I can still have cool backgrounds. I miss Bulma, dude. I miss Bulma from the Zoom days.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
I like this service better, but I wish I had Bulma behind me.
Well, I don't know. There's a way you can use this Crowdcast thing to, like, use some other kind of fucking broadcasting software. It says.
I mean, this is good. I just wish I had a fucking big-titted anime lady behind me to guide me through.
Well, no, I'm saying you can use other broadcasting software as like a client
Oh, so I would pump in through.
through something else, and then that might have like the Zoom feature with like the custom backgrounds
Gotcha.
and shit.
Gotcha.
Are you
Maybe I'll just draw one.
Are you dieting at all? Are you taking care of yourself for real?
No, I'm doing yoga. and I'm drinking
that counts, I guess.
I'm drinking one green smoothie a day.
Okay,
I'm just pouring a whole bag of spinach.
but your weight's not like ballooning up. You're not getting.
It's not ballooning, but it ain't going down. I'll tell you that much. I don't feel. Yeah, when I stopped being scared, I went on a walk. I woke up early as shit for 2 days straight.
Yeah,
And when there's no people out, I go on a walk at like 8 a.m. for an hour.
yeah.
but if I wake up too late, I don't go because I'm scared of people.
You can't just even try with like MyFitnessPal or something just to get an idea of where you're at intake wise.
I guess I could.
You don't have to change anything. Just get an understanding of like what you're consuming.
Yeah, but we order food and shit.
Yeah,
know?
I mean, that's all in there. But it's like, it's like something. You don't even have to think about it as a diet. Just keeping track of something.
Yeah, I might, but
and then you get it. Then
annoying.
you get an idea. I'm sure it's annoying, but I mean, it's a good first step.
I hate fucking the app, putting the app in.
Yeah.
Having to do something. I'm against. It's a struggle to do basically anything these days.
Yeah. You know what you should get into is yo-yos.
I would love to.
I know.
Start learning how to cradle shit.
Yeah.
Do it.
You forget. I can feel where your wavelengths are at, and I'm thinking the next move is yo-yos.
Yo-yos is
Yo-yos
sick. Yeah,
is for
walk
sure
dog.
Just in that bed, completely nude. You got
Rock the baby.
You got two dogs going for a stroll.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
Yeah. How much? What's like a fucking performance yo-yo cost? Like $400?
No.
Could I get the top of the line?
$20.
No, you can
high
get him.
end.
You can get him in like a briefcase.
There is no way.
Yeah,
there's
hell
no
yeah.
way that there's any reason to spend more than fucking $15 on a yo-yo.
I want
you
the best,
need the
dude.
best equipment if you're gonna get the best.
Who's the
trick.
king of yo-yos? It's got to be a Japanese guy, right?
It has to be like a 12-year-old Japanese guy,
Yeah.
or just an absolute loser.
You'd think.
Or
Yeah, I
both.
mean, there's definitely one white guy that's great at it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I want the best fucking yo-yo there is, dude.
Yeah.
Let me look up best yo-yo of all time.
Yo-yo king. Yeah, yo-yo.
Best
We're gonna go on Amazon. We're gonna type in yo-yo, and then we're gonna see what the most expensive yo-yo.
Dude, right now I see one for $488. It's customized though.
Here we go. Promos, imprint, personalized executive stainless steel YOLO. Yeah. That's
That's
one
what-
yo-yo for
businessman.
$400 because I see one for $499, but it's 100 yo-yos.
Oh, dude, the Yomega Fireball. Remember that one?
All right, yeah, of course
Fireball?
I do.
Hold on, let's see how much that
Damn,
one costs.
how much should we all get yo?
Oh, the Yomega only costs $12,
Yeah.
so I take that back.
Yeah, let's see how much a Yomega Fireball is, or the Yomega
$12.99.
Brain. That's the one I remember. The X Brain, you remember that?
I don't remember the brain.
Yeah, it sucks your
The
dick.
Fireball was the good shit. What?
It sucks your dick, dude.
Oh, that.
I remember the Fireball.
Yeah, here you go. Here's the Yomega Brain. Here, I'll post it in the chat, in the group text.
Please do.
Yeah. Includes auto.
Best yo-yo.
What's that?
I'm looking up the best yo-yo. The brain, I don't remember. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, this is a video?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do remember this one. This is good shit.
Oh, this guy is perfect too in the video.
Yeah.
It's only
Adam has a
close
crush
to-
on him.
He's perfect. I want to kiss
This
him.
guy's wearing his nylon.
This guy is perfect.
Most expensive yo-yo.
This is the Omega Brain. It's the ultimate yo-yo. If you're
Hell yeah.
one of the reasons
Oh yeah, I want to be doing tricks and shit. What if Warren Buffett had a yo-yo? What do you think he'd have?
A black child at the end of it. Just one of his slaves.
There's the original Pedro
Being hung
Flores
from the
yo-yo
bottom.
that costs $896. It was made in 1929.
You're looking up the original yo-yo?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
There's Duncan Freehand MG yo-yo.
Oh yeah, Duncan's the best name in yo-yo.
Adam, what have you been
Traditional.
doing to keep yourself occupied?
I got a guitar.
Another guitar.
I was
How
bought
long
it
did you
for
have
my
one?
birthday. Someone bought me a guitar.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, happy
Thank you,
birthday,
too.
by the way. What'd you do?
Thank you. I was
1 hour 18 minutes in.
You could have brought it up at any time.
I didn't want to. Come on, I don't care about. No, I was with it was some other stuff was going on here, so we didn't have much of a whatever. But yeah, no, I've been
the
playing guitar,
Yo-Yo Vortex.
and I've been doing my bad paintings, and I've been
$170.
reading.
What have you
I've
been
been
reading?
I've been reading books again.
What,
and I've been watching a lot of movies.
what book?
I'm reading Patrimony by Philip Roth right now, which is a movie about his father. So,
Patrimony?
yeah,
Like
spending
matrimony?
time.
You're getting married.
Spending
to your
time with
dad.
my
Movie about
father.
Getting married to your dad?
Yeah, Adam's getting
Well,
married
yeah.
to his dad in holy patrimony.
Yep. Do you take this father to be your daddy?
Yeah, I'm bored
pretty
out of my
cool.
fucking mind.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah,
I
me
have
too.
I've cycled through everything. You know, it's like boredom and then horny and then
Yeah.
pissed. I can't even.
Sir.
How short lived the fucking Quar horny was. It was maybe a day, and then it was like this sucks.
Corny.
Now I'm just pissed off.
And then it's like,
Thank God they streamed SNL last night to save me from the misery.
I was gonna watch that out of some sort of like
I saw.
know.
The only thing I saw was just like a fucking picture, of
of Alec Baldwin.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg's home workouts or whatever. And I was like, that's so funny. If somebody had just photoshopped that and they were like, look, they're streaming SNL, that would have been a perfect joke.
That would have been funny. Yeah. Whatever.
You ever go to this place?
yes, I have.
Yeah, great.
In
I miss
LA,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Good ass sandwich.
Yeah.
They claim they invented au jus
French dip.
or whatever.
Au jus. Typically, I'm not a dip sandwich guy, but that was some good shit.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is a weird idea. It's like, hey, do you want to like kind of on purpose drop your sandwich on the floor? It's like,
You need a hearty bread.
yeah, get a taste of what it would be like if it dropped on the floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just someone's gonna pour a little soup in your mouth while you chew a sandwich.
I was going to this place like twice a week for a while.
It's not that good, bro.
Yeah, but it was my spot. You know me, I'm a spot guy.
You are a spot.
There's
guy.
a
Remember we went to
place.
that fucking Arabian chicken spot,
The Egyptian spot,
the Egyptian spot.
an hour and a half travel. I'm like, you got to try
We
this.
just walked and it was just like fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but it's a good
but
deal. You get a whole fucking chicken for like, I don't know, what was it, like $5?
It was pretty cheap, but yeah.
Which
we
place?
just
Zenku
assumed-
or whatever?
No, it's a spot like I used to.
It's on where is it? Like
It's on First Ave.
First.
I would go to the gym.
Oh, in New York.
Yeah, I would go to the
Yeah.
gym and work out, and then I would go get an entire chicken from this Egyptian place, and then I
Yeah.
would would just pass out on my plywood in Chinatown.
Just one of those spots that has like fluorescent ass lights.
Mm-hmm.
The 3/4 of the table are guys that like know the owner,
Yeah.
just playing like chess.
You know, they.
It's a horrible
Yeah.
environment to eat chicken in.
Yeah,
but it's good.
I got kicked out of that place numerous times, politely, because they're like, we have to pray. So they'll they'll just fucking in the middle of the day, they'll be like, you gotta go leave for 15 minutes and then you can come back and finish your chicken.
Massive respect.
Mm-hmm.
I went
Massive respect.
to a bodega in, I think it's in like Soho maybe, where late at night they do it like really, really good Indian food, because it's where all the cab drivers go that are working night shift, and it's really fucking good.
Yeah,
But it's
Do you
just
think
like they set up
you think
tables.
you're ever
and
gonna
stuff.
come back to New York?
Yeah, of course. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
come
don't
back
think
to
we'll
New York.
accept you back, man. Real New Yorkers only. Guys
Yeah.
who stuck it through.
Yeah, you're not allowed to come back.
Don't start with me.
Well, it's also too, this virus is going to go on forever. It's going to kill 2.5 million Americans. So
Well,
Yeah.
that'd be
we got to make sure we flatten the curve. And
I'm just waiting for that New York City real estate dip, and then I'm getting a brownstone for $100,000.
yeah, I mean that'll
That's
probably
what I'm
never
doing.
happen either.
I don't
The
think it's
dip,
gonna
the
happen.
dip probably
Yeah.
literally happened last week, and then fucking real estate's going to skyrocket in a way that it wouldn't have anyways because it's all speculative investing.
Right.
Yeah,
It's probably a lot of foreign money. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah.
That's what it is. The Chinese made this so they can get free fucking houses in New
they
York.
could get they could buy an apartment in Carrie from Sex and the
the
City.
Chinese did it so
building
that they can
in the
have
West Village.
they can have Hard Island Death Fest. And they'll bring Ozzy back to eat another bat and normalize bat eating.
Yes.
That's
if
the
your
move.
if your relative is buried on Hard Island, the New York City like penal system has a boat that goes once a day, so you could visit your relative.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Cool.
because that's where when people die, it's homeless people, and then people when they die in Rikers, they bury them there too.
You can't if your relative dies in Rikers, you can't just give him a regular burial.
I don't know.
What's going on at Rikers? It's like, because that's the other thing too, is like you don't really hear coverage about it anymore, but it's a prison, so it's not like, journalists even really have.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't trust the state.
I thought they
fucking report what's going on at Rikers Island, but
That's
It
probably where
sounded
all the
awful.
deaths came from.
yeah, I mean,
prisoners.
2 weeks ago it seemed like everyone there was going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A bunch of people in prisons got it. My man Joe Exotic got it in prison.
Harvey got it.
That's right. Harvey if Harvey can beat it, then it's not that scary, I guess.
He is not in good health. Yeah, he seems like he would be immunodeficient or whatever.
yeah. Well, Prince Charles is like, I mean, he's fine, right?
Yeah. But Prince Charles is the guy who is not his dad. His dad is the one that would have got.
Prince
Philip.
Prince Charles is old though. He's like
He's
fucking
like in his early 70s.
yeah. He's like 70. That's old. I mean, that
is old.
Yeah, I mean, like, old is anything older than like fucking 55.
Yeah. Damn. I hope we can fucking go outside. Look,
Yeah.
I hope you're right so we can all go have sex.
But we won't be able to go outside
Why not?
because it's like, again, if they're fucking wrong, it's like they have to justify this. They have to
Right,
like.
they have to
I don't know what fucking path forward. Maybe you have Joe Biden be the one to be like, you know what, we should end the lockdowns. And then he can be the one to find the right answer. He's guiding us to know when the trade-off makes sense between lives and reopening the economy.
Yeah, but he wouldn't even be president until January.
Yeah, but I'm saying publicly he can be the Democrat that
if he
calls
says
for
it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
for ending the
Joe,
lockdown.
Joe who can fucking even have a conversation.
Right. But I
He
mean, you
couldn't
get
even pull that speech off.
you get him to say it, and then it's, I don't know, maybe you have some fucking like leverage in terms of the optics of ending it. But who knows? It's like again, tomorrow it could be like, oh, sorry, 200, there's a fucking 200,000 people in New York died. I have no fucking idea.
I hope the shit fucking stops.
Mm-hmm.
That would be tight. I would
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
I want to get ahead with a gas mask on.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this. Some van where you fucking have it's like a minivan. You have a plastic sheet
A bang bus?
and a bang bus to fuck during the quarantine.
Yeah.
And somebody sticks their pussy through it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you fuck it.
I think the strip clubs in Vegas were doing drive-through like lap dances where you like look out your window at a girl like
Yeah. They should, you know what? It would be cool if drive-through movie theaters came back.
That would be
That'd be cool. That would be cool.
You can go
somebody
get
from the theater sucks you off.
go get some pussy while watching Garfield 2: A Tale of Two Kitties. Back the way it used to be
Oh yeah.
in the olden days.
I would like a drive-through movie theater. I would like to get jacked off in my Corolla.
Uh-huh. It is.
How many cars have you fucked in?
How many cars have I fucked in? I have no
How many cars have you fucked, or how many cars have you fucked in?
Fucked in.
I don't know. I mean, a rough guess, probably 6 or 7,
Yeah.
maybe.
I got head in a station wagon.
Yeah.
I got head in. I don't know if I've actually fucked in my Corolla. I fucked in an ex's Camry in Baltimore, and a guy just looking at us. And I was like, I'm kind of getting nervous. She was like, what? I was like, just looking at this guy who was looking at me in the eyes.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stay hard.
There's
scary.
people across the street fucking the other day, and but right at the window, and it's like, what are you doing?
Wait, didn't we see them? Oh no, that was in the old
That was
spot.
my old
No, that was in the old
Dude.
spot.
Yeah, there was
But
some
no,
guy-
they were doing that for the healthcare frontline workers.
That's
out
right.
of respect.
7
They're
p.m.,
having
jack
sex
off out the
sex on the
window.
balcony.
Yeah, you go on the balcony and you get fucked in your ass for the health.
Out
For
of
the sex
respect.
workers.
Out of respect for the
Woo!
nurses.
Woo! We love you, the essential workers.
Oh fuck, dude.
My dad was asking me if I could do a joke that he wanted me to do on the show.
Hell
What's
yeah.
that?
He said because of Corona, he started jerking off with hand sanitizer.
Yes, dude, that's a good one. Instead of lotion.
Yeah, instead of lotion, people start using hand sanitizer.
Did he say-
I said I'd bring it to
Did he say he's jerking off or people are?
Well, I'll tell you what, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, dude, the joke writing acumen.
Yeah.
Well, I think the other side of the family is actually a little bit funnier, but
No, we're
the
giving
depressed
him a
side.
compliment.
What?
We were complimenting that.
Yeah, we said it.
Oh, that was a compliment.
yeah, we were saying
Okay.
it's a good joke, dude. I said that sounds like an Adam Friedland classic.
It's not. No.
I can't wait until the comedy clubs open back up so we can hear that as a 15-minute long bit,
No, that was a
as a 23-minute long story about.
that was a
And they had
68-year-old
nothing.
man's joke.
But hand sanitizer in the entire store. That's all they had.
So am I gonna? Am I not gonna jerk off with
Yeah.
hand
What am I
sanitizer?
gonna do?
It's not a bad impression.
That just got me so nostalgic for Funny Moms.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
miss it, dude. Yeah.
You just lengthening a good joke for way too
Just
long.
way
for
too
no
long.
reason.
That's the only fun thing about stand. That's what I miss about stand up is shitting on your friends. It's shitting on your
Fuck, I'm
comedian
literally
friends.
getting sad now, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fuck.
I bummed everybody
I miss
out.
Funny
This is
Moms.
Now I'm sad.
you should have let me rant. Those are your options. I can bum you out.
No. That's at
No,
least
but
like
this is bittersweet. This is nice.
that's bittersweet.
It's nice to feel human.
What's
It's
an
nice to
example
remember.
of something that's actually bittersweet? And I mean like taste
Dark
wise.
chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
Okay, all
I
right.
said it first, bitch.
Because I people say that all the time. They're like, "Oh, that's bittersweet," and I'm like, I don't know what that means. I mean, I know
Like
what
dark chocolate.
I know what the expression means. You know,
Maybe cranberry.
huh?
Maybe
Cranberry.
a cranberry. Some kind of berry, probably.
Yeah. What about pussy?
Pussy's bittersweet.
Kinda. It's got like sort of like a battery taste to it sometimes.
I don't see it to be. It's only sweet metaphorically. It's bitter as a taste profile.
I remember having a dream when I was like 11 or 12 or something that I sucked off my friend, and I'd never eaten pussy before. I mean, a girl I knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
No one says sucked off.
I say suck off.
You say suck off a pussy?
Yeah, why not?
It's funny to say I sucked her off, but in that context,
Yeah.
you immediately think
It sounds
male.
like you had a dream about sucking off
Yeah.
a penis.
No.
She was, yeah.
Well, but anyways,
her name
in the
was
dream,
Ryan.
I remember having it just like knowing exactly what pussy tasted like and being like, that was weird because it would like shocked me in the dream. And
Yeah.
then when I did finally, like years later, go down on someone, I was like, whoa, because it was right, it was correct.
Dude,
And
I
it's
did.
like-
I
It was
tell you
because
about
you're
that
an
because
something?
You're an animal.
you have a buried like a deep memory of the birth canal,
That's what you would think, but no,
right?
that can't be right.
And
No,
also
something
all the
spiritual.
times that your
Did
mother.
I tell you this happened to me? Something
makes
very
it-
similar. I had a dream that I fingered Trish Stratus in the middle of the ring during WrestleMania.
You bring this up every show.
But I'm-
No, let it rock, let it go.
But I'm saying I felt her pussy, and that's what pussy felt like. It's a similar thing.
Yeah, but that one you can kind of guess. You know, soft, maybe like the
I don't
inside of
know.
a
I
mouth.
had no idea what a pussy looked like.
Huh?
I had no idea. I was young.
Yeah.
I don't even think I was really looking at porn that much. It was not, you know.
I still haven't.
I don't know if it was
still haven't watched
WrestleMania, but it was a
Tiger.
wrestling show.
I still haven't watched Tiger King, and I don't think I'm gonna.
It's just whatever.
It's fun.
I got a nice piece of
I was-
fish. I'm gonna cook up in a little bit. Nice
That
piece of
sounds
salmon.
nice.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, I got some chicken I'm gonna make.
What else is going on? I feel like there's something else. The only thing to talk about is this fucking virus, and I don't know how to. I can riff about it for only so long before.
I haven't watched the new Louis special yet.
Yeah, I want to see it. I heard it's very
I haven't
good.
seen that either.
I heard it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You gotta pay for it.
yeah.
yeah,
But you know,
It's
he's
$7.
he's out of work, so might as well pay for it.
yeah. He's a worker, dude.
Yeah.
He's at work.
Yeah.
and he's a worker.
It's crazy because if this goes on for like months, it's going like there's people are going to have to quit comedy, and I don't
Yeah.
mean
Yeah.
like people who are new at it.
Louis
people
just
that
released the
that do
last
comedy.
stand-up
like,
special
yeah,
ever.
actual professional comedians who do this for a living, who make all of their money on the road, will be fucked.
Yeah, it's sad.
Especially if they have like kids and shit.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's you
It's
think
really sad.
you think you have maybe a moment of like, oh, maybe all the dog walkers will have to like go use their degree and quit doing bar shows.
No, there are a lot of other people. Yeah.
yeah,
No, if anything, they're fine because they didn't have a career anyway.
they didn't.
Like that's the thing. You're not missing anything.
Yeah.
Like,
I went from making
They're-
$0 in stand up to making
yeah, they make negative money, so they're actually better off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Things are better for them.
They're saving money because they don't have to pay for the train
'Cause
to
they're-
go
yeah,
to an
they're-
open mic.
You know what?
They're employing-
I've thought
yeah.
I've thought about it, and I want to go compound, but the compound is also one of those family fun centers.
That's cool.
Go karts, batting
I love
cages,
that.
laser
That's
tag,
cool.
Yeah, mini golf.
mini golf, hot air balloon.
Ooh, hot air balloon.
Yeah,
I would love to. Yes,
Yeah.
bring the kids.
one of those sumo suit things.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
Like in the
That would be
movie
awesome.
Blank Check.
You basically want to live in blank check,
Mr.
That's cool.
McIntosh.
Mr. McIntosh. Yeah, that's tight. I
Yeah.
respect that. Bring the kids over.
yeah. What movie should I watch tonight?
I watched. I've been watching mad movies. I watched a John Cassavetes movie, Minnie and Moskowitz. Pretty good.
Okay, but what's a good movie though to
Yeah,
watch?
what's something that's not you doing?
I'm in the middle right now.
Work to repeat to people movies that you've seen. I watched
No.
John Cassavetes.
Stop. Actually,
movie.
just as an aside, I was thinking earlier.
a John Cassavetes movie. It sounds great.
What were you thinking, Adam?
I was thinking you should join Letterboxd because I want to hear your reviews.
I actually was thinking about it. I want to start with Collateral.
Your reviews would actually be sick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
If you-
do. You know what? I'm gonna
Just
join
in your voice, I think it'd be great.
100%.
How about
I think you'd be
Butterbox?
very-
And it's just snacks.
No. That sounds good too.
Yeah.
Actually,
Maybe
I would
maybe
join
I'll make
Butterbox.
Butterbox.com and just let fat people review different snacks.
I would do that. Oh fuck.
I'm hungry, guys.
Yeah, I'm about to
It's
go cook.
lunchtime here on the West Coast.
I don't understand how Letterboxd became popular because I didn't know what it was until a couple of.
It's been around for years.
Has it? But everybody's on
Yeah.
it now, and it's like, how is this not just IMDb?
Matt Christman was on it since like 2012.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not even that popular. I think just people we know use it.
They're just bored. Yeah, I mean, it's like, but it's cool that you can see like what like if your friend liked the movie, you can watch it and then
Yeah, that is
talk
true.
about it with them or something.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna join that shit right now.
You should join it.
Letterbox.com or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
All right.
Well-
You feeling it? You don't want to try and drag something else out of it?
No, I think it's an hour 37.
Blood
we
from a
talked
stone
about
at a
the
certain
virus
point.
for about 37 minutes.
Yeah.
So
It'll
this
be fine. We're gonna once this becomes the new normal, as people say, then we'll get right back into offending Mexican day laborers,
Letterbox.
I don't think they're
just
offended.
vulnerable members of society. They're not offended at all.
I think they like it. Yeah.
I think they like. I think they like the bit.
Letterbox has in-app purchases for what?
I had to go to Home Depot.
Oh, for like a pro account, you don't need that.
I had to go to Home Depot, and those guys aren't in the parking lot anymore. And it's like, where are they?
Dude,
But where?
in their house.
Yeah. Doing what?
In Queens.
But doing-
in Queens.
Just like talking to each other? Doing the same
Yeah,
thing?
watching Cassavetes
just
movies.
They're in their apartment with no furniture, and they've got backpacks lined up against the wall. And there's one of them just like kicking an empty Gatorade bottle back and forth around the living room.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. Well.
All right, folks.
Yeah.
That's
good.
it? Okay.
I think
All right.
so. Bye, everyone.